This is the Magic Arm 3.4 and 5.6. These accessories from iFootage are some of the most useful accessories I've ever tried. The reason? Well, you can attach them to your camera pretty much on any side of your camera if you have a cage, and use this to attach a light, a monitor, a microphone. You can put it on a tripod, you can hold your camera 90 degrees, you can hold your camera horizontally, vertical, however you like. And you can also use them in combination with suction cups to create insane rigs like for cars. And this is not really what we're doing today, but we're doing something similar, so definitely stay tuned for that. The modular system and the click and lock system, it's super easy to use and super secure. I actually tested it, and horizontally they hold up to 2 kilos, and on a 90 degrees angle up to 6 kilos. So you can technically take this camera, put it on a tripod, connect it with one of these magic arms and shoot vertical if you'd like, because this camera is less than 2 kilos altogether. Or you can use this to get some very impossible cinematic shots, which is what we're doing today. So we drove up north to a very specific location for this shot, and what I wanted was a tracking shot with a sunset in the back of a bike, some tropical fields around, plants, and all of this with a long lens on a gimbal, which all sounds pretty hard, to be honest. But after finding the most perfect location, at least that's what I thought so, I actually didn't end up to line up because the sunset was not setting right behind it, and it also wasn't the most beautiful sunset. It was a bit cloudy, but we got to work anyways, and using this iFootage modular arm to mount my monitor to my gimbal and angle it so that I can pretty much walk backwards and forward and look straight at the monitor even though my gimbal is pointing to the right, and frame the shot the way I wanted it. Right, so we're trying to get this shot of Chris, and so far, you can have a look in here. It's kind of looking like it is a bit shaky. There's something there, but it's a bit shaky, so I'm gonna try shoot at 60, and then I'm gonna do a shot of 60 and without stabilization on, so I can use gyroflow to stabilize it. It did take a few tries, but in the end I was super happy with what we got. This is the Anglerfish SL160BNA. This portable, tiny LED light. It is one of the most powerful lights I've ever tried. It is a studio light, but you can fit it in your camera bag. It's as big as a mirrorless camera, which is insane. And you can bring it everywhere because it comes with a pistol grip that you can plug and power through V-mount batteries, and then connect it with a DC adapter to the light, and you can literally take this light everywhere and get impossible cinematic shots. This version is the bicolor one, so you can go from any Kelvin temperature up and down, which is very useful if you're shooting outside and if you have different kind of shoots. But also the way you can power this light, it goes beyond anything I've seen before, because you can also plug it with a normal DC power, which it comes with, a pistol grip, which it comes with, but also USB-C, which is finally insane. And it also has a tripod 1/4 screw, so you can simply just bring a tripod and have a light. Simple as that. It also has about 10 special effects, which I haven't really tested out, but it's all this very classic lighting or TV, or all of these special effects that you could probably use in some occasion, but I haven't got to test out. So we went out and tested something out with this light. So let's find out, what did we do? What impossible cinematic shots we got that it wouldn't be possible otherwise. Honestly, this is exactly all I ever wanted out of any lights I ever owned. It's tiny, it's portable, it's strong, and it's powered by V-mount. After the sunset, we went to a black sand beach nearby to experiment, and after realizing that this thing is so bright that it can actually light up the whole beach, we started testing and got some pretty cool night shots. Alright, we're gonna get a shot of you guys
Okay. Okay.
Being happily.
Oh yeah, give it a try.
First gonna hold this one.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes. I wasn't 100% happy though, because I feel like we didn't use the light at its most potential. So I wanted to use it in a way that I would use it in a more natural way. So I asked my friend who's a DJ to go at his construction site on the rooftop overlooking Bali and the sunset. And we set up this very improvised DJ booth for the tripod and the light, which was powered by V-mount again, because we had very limited plugs on this rooftop since the construction site. And I was able to use the sunset light, which was stunning, to light the subject, but also use this iFootage light to pretty much shine from the same direction with a similar color temperature on his face, which made it such a nice, more creamy fill light. And it just made the overall image look so much better than just a sunset side light or backlight. This is a suction cup VS118. This thing can hold 20 kilos. Isn't that mind-blowing? My camera with a small lens is probably like 1.5 to 2 kilos. This thing can hold 20 kilos. As long as you put it on a flat surface, you secure it with a vacuum pump button, it's not moving. I tried to pull it from the window. I just tried to test it here. It's really not moving, and I'm very excited to try this out on a car or on a moving vehicle, because it's gonna look so cool to get these crazy cinematic shots finally. It also comes with a mechanism that you can kind of put a rope through and, you know, have it secured in different ways if you don't trust it 100%. I've seen this rigged up with 2 or 3 of these and a cinema camera on top of a car. So I'm very excited to do something like it. Obviously without cinema camera, and I don't have 3 of these, I only have 1. So we're gonna see how we can get creative and get some impossible cinematic shots. This was by far the hardest to test out. Unfortunately, all of my plans to shoot on a car kind of fell apart, since everyone in Bali uses a bike and a few contacts I had just didn't line up for this video to come together. So what I did, I pretty much stuck this suction cup on anything I could think of and trying to get the coolest, nicest cinematic shot I could around the house. And once I got these shots, which were pretty cool and pretty epic to be honest, I thought about it and I was like, well, you know what? Maybe I could get one more shot. So similar to what we did before with the surfboard, I just put the surfboard on my surfboard rack on my bike. And then I went with my girlfriend on a road nearby, which is super beautiful, super epic. And using a modular arm and this suction cup, we just ended up getting the most incredible shot, and I'm super stoked about it.